Task number 5, vulnerabilities and exploits. We have the CSV, common vulnerabilities and exposure. This term is given to a publicly disclosed vulnerability. So this term is given to a publicly disclosed vulnerability, meaning that it just precedes the vulnerability with the CSV acronyms, the date that it was found, and I believe this is the entire date, but I am not sure. It can be the last part to be a code. Yeah. I mean, it was published in 2014, 0407, which is not matching the 0160. Let's read through and actually let's go here and read about this. So we see this, the CVE record lifecycle, discover, report, request, reserve, submit, and publish is basically an identifier, obviously. But I'm curious now to see what is the second part of it. I think it's a code or something. It's not part of the date, as I can see here. I know this one is the year, but the second part, the date, okay, indicates there was issued on the numbering, all right, and the publish, okay. Okay, different statuses. Note that this returns records where there is a match for. Actually, I know how we can find this out. I know how can we check for this. Yeah, so basically that's the code, the unique identifier combined with the date. Yeah, for a specific vulnerability with common right in this system. The full SV, like the right, is a standardized way to refer to a particular security flaw. Yes, indicates the year, the 2015, as we know by now. Yeah, as we've seen. Yeah, so 2015 indicates the year of the when the vulnerability was identified or reserved, and A405 is the specific sequential number assigned to the particular vulnerability that year. Cool. We can think of the common vulnerabilities and exposures, CVE for short program, as a dictionary of vulnerabilities. It provides a standardized identifier for vulnerabilities and security issues in software and hardware products. Each vulnerability is assigned a CVE ID with a standardized format like CVE 2040 and then the unique ID that we saw. This unique identifier, CVID, ensures that everyone from security researchers to vendors and IT professionals is referring to the same vulnerability. In this case, we have this example. The MyTrack Corporation maintains the CVE system. For more information and search for existing SVEs, visit the CVE program website. Alternatively, visit the National Vulnerability Database website. The screenshot below shows SVE 2014-0160, also known as Heartbleed. Yeah, so you can visit the program. We kind of seen some of this. And yeah, you can just search for vulnerabilities and just go nuts. We will search, and I think I searched previously on this channel. So yeah, there you go. That's the information. Exploit database. There are many reasons why you would want to exploit a vulnerability application. One would be asserting a company's security as part of its red team. Needless to say, we should not try to exploit a vulnerable system unless we are given permission, usually via legally binding agreement. Now that we have permission to exploit a vulnerable system, we might need to find a working exploit code. One resource is the exploit database. The exploit database lists exploit codes from various authors. Some of these exploit codes are tested and marked as verified. As you can see here, verification is checked under all of them. Downloadable, all of them. So this is the exploit database. Here you can search for how to exploit a vulnerability like payloads. GitHub, a web-based platform for software development, can contain many tools related to CVEs, along with proof of concepts, POC for short, and exploit codes. To demonstrate this idea, check the screenshot below of search results on GitHub that are related to the Heartbleed vulnerability. So the same ID that we see here, actually no, here is just pasted in the search field on GitHub, and you can see based on the results, you can see just threads where you can read more about them. Answer the question of what utility does refer to. All right, let's copy this. So what utility does refer to? So we read in the description, malicious code was discovered in upstream tarballs of XZ, starting with version 560. Through a series of complex obfuscations, the libelzima build process extracts a pre-built object file from a disguised text file existing in the source code, which is then used to modify specific functions in the libelzima code. This results in a modified libelzima library that can be used by any software linked against this library, intercepting and modifying the data interaction with this library. XZ. XZ refers to both the data compression file format, usually with the .xz extension, and a set of free lossless data compression tools known as XZ utilities. So this vulnerability, this code that can be manipulated is in this utility.